JLR investigates breaking news. There was a major security incident at the Charlie Kirk Memorial over the weekend. This guy right here, 42-year-old Joshua Runkles, arrested after being armed at State Farm Stadium and providing fake police officer credentials to Secret Service. He was taken into custody. It seems like he was there working for a organization called ATP Ministries, and I found who he was possibly working with, a guy named Marks. And I want to share that information. This guy went to court, and Turning Point USA spokesperson came out and said, well, we don't think he was doing anything nefarious. There was just no communication between, this individual and Turning Point and the Secret Service. But the story is this guy's running around with a fake badge, fake law enforcement credentials. He used Franklin County sheriffs in North Carolina. He comes from North Carolina. So I do want to share some information because security threats are happening everywhere. And what's going on here? Who is this guy? So I want to share who this guy is that I've been able to uncover. He lives with his wife, Sarah. He was born in Nebraska, lived at multiple addresses across the country. There was information previously that came out that he came from Idaho, but he came from North Carolina. Check it out.
He was arrested and released after an incident at State Farm Stadium. This happened Friday ahead of tomorrow's memorial for Charlie Kirk.
Police say he was armed and acting suspiciously. Fox 10's Nicole Christine joins us live with details. Nicole.
Well, good afternoon, Ashley and Brian. Police say this man, identified as Joshua Runkles, is from North Carolina, and he was claiming that he was working security here a couple days before the memorial for Turning Point USA. Now, we do have an updated statement from a Turning Point USA spokesperson, Andrew Colvette. He posted this statement on Twitter, quote, "I want to add a note of clarity here. This individual was doing advanced security for a known guest, planning to attend the memorial service tomorrow. We do not believe this person was attempting anything nefarious. However, the advance was not done in proper coordination with the TPUSA security team or U.S. Secret Service. Also important to note, this was before the site had been fully sealed and locked down. Every precaution is being taken to ensure everyone's safety." Now, Runkles reportedly has a concealed carry permit from North Carolina and showed officers a Franklin County Sheriff's Office badge, but they say he is not a law enforcement officer. He allegedly told police his company, ATP Ministries, is conducting security detail for the memorial. Because this wasn't something they were able to confirm, police arrested Runkles for impersonating a police officer and carrying a weapon into a prohibited place. He appeared in court and was later released on bond. We haven't heard from law enforcement regarding this update that he was allegedly there doing security detail, but they had said an investigation was underway to find out Runkles' intent and purpose on the property. And based on what we can tell from court documents, it seems Turning Point USA was the group that he was supposed to have as a liaison to speak with Secret Service and other security personnel. So at this time, it's really unclear where this communication breakdown did happen. But again, he has been released, and now we are hearing from Turning Point USA that he may, in fact, have been, allowed to be on the property there, but didn't go through the proper procedures to get that access and approval that was needed here on site.
All right. On that note, Nicole, security clearly top of mind for this big event. What do we know about the access for the general public into the stadium?
Yeah, so we've been reporting this week that Homeland Security has said this is getting the highest level of security possible. Of course, Secret Service is here because President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance are going to be here. So we have seen already out here today, we've seen some barriers being put into place. We've seen some road closures already. We've had some members of the public that have come up and asked us some questions about where they can park tomorrow, what kind of access they'll have to that. And really, one of the things that we've been told by authorities is that some of that information, some of the parking access, things like that, they've been a little vague about because they want to be careful of any potential violent extremists. This is an event that is going to be very, high profile. And of course, we've seen over the past week just how divisive this entire topic has been for people. So, in light of that, high security here, some things for people to remember: no bags allowed. It's not even a clear bag policy. It's no bags at all. If you wanted to bring in flowers or any other mementos, those are not going to be allowed in. Parking, they say, is going to be very limited. They want people to be expecting delays, and they want people to know that carpooling is probably the best option because these car parks are going to open tomorrow morning, but they're going to probably fill up fast. We know over 60,000 people can fit in State Farm Stadium, but they are anticipating, we've heard, even as many as 100,000 people showing up for this memorial. So it's going to be a very busy day, and we spoke with Glendale Police yesterday about how they're going to be handling this.
We're going to be fully staffed, so that's going to include our SWAT team, our drone program, our officers that are going to be out conducting traffic, to include officers that are specially trained to deal with groups that are protesting or conveying a message.
Yeah, so of course, from Secret Service to state law enforcement to there you heard from Glendale PD, they're going to be on site as well. Just several levels of security for this high-profile event.
All right, so I looked up ATP Ministries. It appears some sort of nonprofit organization. We exist to set captives free, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And look at this. I don't know. They're making posts here. Maybe they were affiliated with Victor Marx. Patriot Academy Constitution Conference. Seems like they posted that. They also posted the Charlie Kirk flyer for the event where this man who impersonated an officer was arrested. It seems like they post other things about Charlie Kirk here. Speakers: Pastor Jeff Hunt, Heidi Ganal, Victor Marx. So do they represent Victor Marx? Security for Victor Marx? Could that have been the person? Look.
Been confirmed that Charlie Kirk is now in heaven after being shot at a rally in Utah. He's only there to bring truth and be a light. The manifestation of evil is increasing. Please pray for Eric and his now widow and their 2 kids. Pray for the security team that the trauma of this happening the shooter's in custody. No doubt a man that's just demonized, full of evil. Very few men are willing to even risk making the ultimate sacrifice to advance the kingdom and stand against evil. Charlie wrote the foreword for my book, Dangerous Gentleman. He lived it. He was it. The enemy won't be glorified through this. God will redeem it all. Satan will regret this.
All right, so probably this individual here was attending the event, and Joshua Runkles, who impersonated an officer, was providing security for this individual. It seems like his intent here possibly was good here in reference to this ATP Ministries on the side of Charlie Kirk. However, what is someone doing with ATP Ministries impersonating an officer? I mean, the guy flashed a fake Franklin County Sheriff's badge to Secret Service authorities. I mean, that's the story here. I mean, why is this person here having fake badges that works security for ATP ministry. So let me know what you think here. Who is this guy? What's your thoughts with this situation? Providing security for ATP ministries. I don't think there's a problem with that. The problem is flashing fake law enforcement, impersonating a law enforcement. Why would he even do that? Why would he even give law enforcement, fake credentials here? Is there a bigger story to this? Is this nothing to be worried about? Or is this a bigger plot where people, create fake badges, law enforcement credentials, or fake credentials and to gain access to places for nefarious reasons or to intelligent gathering and things like that? Maybe he'll come out and speak, or maybe ATP Ministries will come out and share what's really going on. I mean, maybe they should look into who they're hiring. Maybe they weren't even aware. Maybe he bamboozled ATP by claiming he's law enforcement when he's really not. It's a scary situation because, with this, assassination and stuff, these criminals out there, and I'm not, he committed a criminal act. He's not innocent by any means. I don't think he was there to do anything, but by, doing that and giving the fake badge, he already committed a crime there. I don't know what's going to happen with that process. Probably probation. They might even drop it because of a misunderstanding, but you shouldn't give anyone fake credentials. However, terrorists out there use fake credentials to get access to places for bad things. Employee cards, fake, media badges, fake whatever, to get access to these places so they can do whatever they're doing. Or was there a bigger plan here? Did this guy have bad intentions here and was just caught? I mean, they said he was acting suspiciously. So Secret Service, saw this individual here with long hair, and approached him, and he was armed with fake, law enforcement badge. What's up with that? I am JLR Investigates, covering the security threats around the country. Do you think there's more to this, or do you think it's nothing of nothing? I'll be reading your comments, covering the aftermath of the Charlie Kirk assassination. Be safe out there. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.